Thatcher and I appeared in print many times, his photographs, my poems, and I sort of love the guy too. All right, so I'm sort of the Fresh Air Fund kid here. I'm not really a poet, I'm mostly a photographer. I'm not a poet and I know it, right? So what I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, I guess, tell you, I'll tell you my life story in 10 minutes. I'm the result of this youthful tryst of this Jewish boy from the Bronx and this Catholic girl from Jersey. I was born before their 21st birthday. Some of the names they thought about giving me were Beauregard Hotchkiss, Archibald Testicles, Broderick Scoggins, Wigfall Saxby, Pugsley Utter, Langston Zane, Spade Cooley, Bud Casanova, Bucky Azo, Duke Butte, and Sam Pond, but none of those worked. They weren't okay with the family, so I ended up with the name Thatcher Keats. So I've had this life it's sort of like a bit of a Rashomon story, right? I mean, it's totally, my life, it's a Horatio Alger story. I'm the dude with a problem. There's been the loss of innocence, to the rite of passage, to coming of age. Time and time again, I've always been the last to know. There are other times when I aspired to be the wizard behind the curtain. Certain sections of my life, particularly when I lived in the Bronx, was definite post-apocalyptic, dystopian future type of thing. It's like a park avenue to park bench and then back again. That's my life. So I am an author. I've written a bunch of books. I wrote a book called Wealth Dysmorphia, which is the story of my childhood. My memoir of my time in the Bronx was called Almost Always Naked. I have a book called Do You See What I Hear, which is about radio. I have my psychoanalytic diary, which is called Does the Noise in My Head Bother You? I wrote a book about my father called I Forgot, Then He Left. I wrote a children's book called Rastaman in a Minivan.
Okay.
They're all here.
I wrote a pickup artist manual, like how to pick up chicks. It's called Lucy, gradually. The book about the dissolution of my marriage and my divorce is called My Wife's Slender Purse. And I won a Pulitzer for Often Wrong But Never in Doubt. After my life as an author, like I said, I had divorce and hardship, financial ruin. I used to sit on my porch playing my mandolin, which got me into a couple of bands. The first band that I was in was called Fomite. It was sort of like a stoner doom band, you know, doom, 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 right? We had a couple of records. One was called Succession of Fears. Another record was called Tool and Die. Another record was called Problem, Reaction, Solution. Conspiracists here will know what that means. And then we had a rock opera about my dog, which was called Odif, which is Fido backwards. I also, with a bunch of kids from Moto, I started a noise band called Year Zero, and we had a record called The Kleptocracy. Now, during my life as a musician, I started drinking a lot. I started drinking in all kinds of bars. I drank at 1491. I drank at Duck and Cover. I drank at a bar called the Quagmire. I drank at a bar. There's a bar that used to be down by the train station called He's Not Here. I used to drink at a cop bar in Bergen County called the Randy Patrolman. That got me in a lot of DUI trouble. I drank with a lot of celebrities. There's this bar called Homo Mofo Homo. It was in Soho. And when I got really low, I started drinking in these Irish bars in the Bronx. I drank at the Liffey Valley. I drank at the Irish Tradition. I drank at the Staggering Jesuit. When I was a guest lecturer at Notre Dame, I drank at a bar called the 28 and 4, which is the county's, north, right? Favorite Irish bar that I drank at was called Behind the Green Curtain. And now, when I drank in these bars, I got to know a lot of women, as you would imagine. Cora Porridge was sweet girl. Elizabeth Tattoo had a bodysuit, had the matching bodysuit. Ebony Morningstar was this black Wiccan woman. Olive Coxolux got me an employee discount at Bergdorf's. Missy Kissinger told me that power was the ultimate aphrodisiac. Ivy Fig gave me a dose of clap. I went out with Hortense Wiener, Anthony's niece. She was a dirty girl. November Dubois, Tracy Moffitt, Shasta Confusione, Raven Truxton, they were all these girls from Hudson High. That's when I was teaching. I dated Hoochie Escobar, that's Pablo's niece. Now there's this show, Narcos, that's on Netflix now. On Narcos, Hoochie Escobar is played by Melissa Leo. And then I almost married a girl named Patricia Trattoria. And one day I was drunk and I realized I was bisexual and I started drinking at gay bars. I drank at Sausage and Eggs, which was down here next to the Tainted Lady Lounge. If anyone remembers the Tainted Lady Lounge, no one here's.
I was a regular.
You remember?
Yeah.
No! It was here before I even showed up. I drank at all these gay bars on Warren Street. I drank at the Singing Cowboy, at the Pale Rider. I drank at the Gun Cabinet. I drank at Demolition Derby in Chatham. There was a gay billiards club in Coxsackie called Knobs and Pockets. There was a gay sports bar in Slingerlands called the Sports Sack. And the last place I drank in Red Rock was called Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I loved bad boys. I fell in love over and over and over again. I fell in love with a safecracker, a carjacker, a luggage scammer, a balloon swallower, a disability faker, a pyramid schemer, a lush roller, a bag man, a hitman, a wheelman, a doorman, a second-story man, and a flim-flam man, and a confidence man. No love for me, though. So I was destitute. I moved back to the Bronx, and I started selling drugs. Now, down there, they sell drugs by brand names. So these are hard drugs. So some of the brand names that I sold were Checkmate, Final Notice, Gone in 60 Seconds, Lethal Injection, Public Enemy, Original Sin, Out to Kill, Dirty Urine, Good and Plenty, Tango and Cash, and the last batch of drugs I sold was called Don't Be Late. I'm proud to say I never got my nose in the bag. So this lifestyle eventually ended me up in AA, and I started going to AA meetings. There's a lot of AA meetings here in Hudson. I went to them all. I went to Dopeless Hope Fiends. There was one called Yale to Jail. The High Episcopals at the Episcopal Church over on Union Street. High and Dry, Fast, Clean, and Safe. Boozer, User, Loser. I went to Honkies with Gratitude. Pray Lady Pray. Gulp Fiction. Clean Streets. Denial and Error. Girls Gone Mild.
Yes.
The Man Who Would Be Clean. There was an old folks AA meeting called AARP. Again, at this Union Street church, they had a men's meeting and a women's meeting on Sunday nights, I think it was. And the men's meeting was called Slim to None, and the women's meeting was called Yet to Come. And I started a meeting called Locus Solus and Rebos. Now, still, I have some mental health issues. So my doctors up here at Columbia Memorial put me on all kinds of medications. They put me on priapolins for my erectile issues. They put me on vendetamine for my anger issues. They put me on enanium for my verbosity, infantilodine for my immaturity, stulafate for my bowel issues, albuterol for my snobbishness, comprendamil to help me with my concentration, somnolence to help me sleep, dansolarone to help me with my rhythm, and Depro Amor for my loneliness. I got lots of stories. When I have time, sometime I'll tell you. Actually, none of that's true. That's actually all. I was just reading from my book of lists. I do have copies of my book of lists for the bargain 2017 price of $19.95. I've got 2-for-1s on photo books. You can see me afterwards at the merch table. Thanks, everybody.